Okay. I was just making sure that everything is fine everywhere where we stream. Welcome everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. It is a watch along. It is a Monday. Mamelodi Sundowns gave us Friday night smackdown, the Monday night draw. They're back today. Yeah, they play so many games. Apparently, they're going to get on a plane tomorrow, straight to Tunisia, to go get ready for that game versus ES Tunis. They'll be back again on Tuesday. Apparently, it was agreed upon by Sundowns and them that they would, play this game a day earlier than they were supposed to. So it's very, very interesting to see what Mamelodi Sundowns goes through in terms of matches every single day. Okay, guys, so these are two teams, again, in two different positions. Mamelodi Sundowns has not wavered from the top of the log. They're number one, 20 games played, 16 wins, 4 draws, no losses, still unbeaten, 35 goals scored, 5 goals conceded, for a grand total of 52 points. And interestingly enough, under our coach Rulani, the 40 games, this is going to be 41, they've now gotten to 100 points. 48 last time, 52 already this season. They've already crossed 100. They are on 100. They'll be crossing 100 right now, which is incredible. Rulani Mokwena, as sole head coach, has yet to lose a league game. 40 of them played, 30 wins, 10 draws. That is incredible. Malemekuta says they'll win 7 today. I see Swallows is open. Swallows aside, they're number 14, 23 games played, 6 wins, 7 draws, and 10 losses. 16 goals scored and 25 goals against, for a grand total of 25 points. They've played, okay, at this point, Moroka Swallows has less than half of the points that Mamelodi Sundowns has. That is incredible. That is incredible. Like, say what you will. Yes, is it all surefire wins? Is it all great wins? Not really. But if you can go 40 games without losing, guys, I feel it more personally because that record was held by Kaizer Chiefs before. We were sitting on 33, I believe it was 32 or 33, when we relinquished that record. Mamelodi Sundowns is now on 40, and Swallows will be looking to take Sundowns to the limit. We saw on Friday, Tuks taking Sundowns all the way to penalties in the Nedbank Cup. Very, 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 something that wasn't expected, if we're being very honest, right? So maybe Swallows, man, will be feeling themselves now. Maybe it's going to something from this one. Swallows' lineup has Akpe in goal, Mpahlele, Ngonga, Ngonyama, Nyawuza, Sanu, Palane, Everson, Mahlonoko, Mchali, and Mhango. That is the starting lineup for Mamelodi Sundowns, the team, for Moroka Swallows, the team that lost to Richards Bay the last time out. The team that is just below them. And then, of course, Mamelodi Sundowns has Williams in goal, Mudawu, Mudiba, Lunga, and Mvala. Then you have Mokwena, Aubas, Alenda, Lodge, Ribeiro, and Shalulile. If you are counting, there's only one recognized defender here. Recognized defender. And that is, okay, fine. Recognized centre back. We'll say Mvala. We'll count Mudawu, I guess. You can maybe sneak in Mudiba. But yeah, otherwise, when you talk about pure defender, there's only one there, and that is Mvala. So let's see what happens in this game, and let's see if Swallows can actually provide something in this game. I think a lot of teams have struggled versus Sundowns. Isn't Lunga more of a CDM? Isn't he more of a CDM? Converted King Tefu, welcome. Here comes Mamelodi Sundowns on attack again. Ribeiro left a chance. He had a chance, left a chance completely to try pass the ball and be a little bit more pretty. He could have taken a shot very early on in literally the first minute of the game, and he decided not to do anything about it. We're starting to see what the plan is for Moroka Swallows. The plan is very simple. Just survive. That is what it's going to look like today. I don't see them going forward much, if I'm being 100% honest. Was he left back? Okay. I thought it was a CDM. My bad. But let's watch the everyday benefits here, banda. Here, banda. Now, benefit 6 minutes in, 5 minutes in. It is still 0-0 Swallows versus Sundowns right now. Let's see if anybody's able to do anything here. See that 5 at the back structure that Swallows has, man. It's going to be one of those days. It's a low block day. I thought, now, honestly speaking, PSL teams would have watched that University of Pretoria game. And I know it's the first game after it, but I thought Swallows would have watched that game and thought, geez, man, look at how the University of Pretoria managed to run them ragged. Amatax managed to give them worries. Abo Abrams. Hey, it was such a great game. It looked open in the beginning. Sundowns got 2 chances. But after that, any team could have won. And Amatax actually had very good chances, even though they lost that game. And also 90 minutes. You don't have to go 120 minutes and go to penalties with this one. You just have to do it for 90 minutes. And if a first division team can do it for 90 minutes, granted, they're second on their log. They're very good. They're very good this season. But if a first division team can make you run, can show PSL teams what it means to take them down, you can lose, you can draw. That's not my problem. It's how you lose and draw, which is my problem. And in the PSL, a lot of teams get to Sundowns and they go, all right, guys, we're just going to lie down. And 90 minutes from now, we're going to be done. So we're just here to honor the fixture. Try not to get too much damage and go home. But then again, you could also make the argument that it's a cup game. It's a cup game. When you're playing a cup game, you have nothing to lose because imano for that day. Gutindliwa 7 giyafana. So maybe that's the benefit of the doubt that we can give to the PSL teams. But in any case, Mamelodi Sundowns has been in control of this game from the get-go. They've gotten into the box a few times, and a couple of tame efforts that have gone straight to Akpay. Let's see if Swallows has given up that playing up from the back thing. Let's see. Mto says, has Shalulile received the new line mesh box from Gwamhlawi Alingan? I don't know. Maybe vachinchi brand, angazi. So I says, do you know that if Sundowns wins the Champions League, they qualify for the next 3 team World Cups, Club World Cups? Yes, they do. They will if they do win that. Actually, if they get past Esperance, they've qualified for the one that's going to happen now. And if they carry on that way, it doesn't necessarily matter who wins it after that, because points-wise, I think Sundowns has done enough. And if it's a repeat Ahly Champions League, the next most points is Mamelodi Sundowns. So I mean, that's just how it is. But I know, guys, I'm gonna give you a time to shine. It's okay, shine. Get your Club World Cup stuff off. But we'll see. Esperance this week for Sundowns. Esperance won the Champions League. Was it in 2019? Let me look it up. CAF Champions League. Let's see. Obviously, the current champion is Ahly. They've won the most of everyone. They've been doing it for a long time. Records and stats. Oh. Why is this more complicated than it needs to be? Yeah, 2019. They actually won it in 2018 and 2019. So, and then from that point on, Yeah, no. Up north has had it for a while. Up north has had it for a while. Okay, here comes Swallows. They have a chance to attack, have a run at this defense. Sundowns defends with a 2, essentially. They defend with a 2. And when they're defending with a 2 njalo, if you can counter them properly and really pick your moments and have a plan, you can get something. Mhango usually struggles against this. In the last 5 games, Mamelodi Sundowns has won 5 and drawn 1. Of course, there was another game that was forfeited by Moroka Swallows when they were going through their financial struggles. When Coach Steve Kompela was still the guy there. Donkey! That's what you need to do. Mufelo Cheli. Like, this is why I struggle so much with PSL teams. They defend in 1, then 2. They commit a lot of transition defense fouls, right? So you see what happened here. Mhango's pressure there. That means that in terms of infringements in the referee's eyes, that's +1. You carry on going to that player until they get a yellow card, or they get sent off, or the other coach has to do something. Rulani has to do something. That is the name of the game, I think, versus Sundowns. You don't necessarily have to go pound for pound and beat them and do all of these crazy things. But when you're on the pitch, at the very least, make them think. Ah! What a miss. What a miss. Swallows with a clever set play. Similar to the set play that Sundowns runs, actually. Similar to the set play that Sundowns runs versus, well, Sundowns is, I know Ribeiro scored once from it and they almost scored from it versus Amatax, if I'm not mistaken, or the game previous. But otherwise... Okay, here comes Sundowns again. Swallows had committed some players forward. Let's see if the right decisions can be made. You know, Losh doesn't fit in this team, man. This team. And then he almost scores. No, Mudiba. You know, Losh doesn't fit into this team. And when I say team, I think they're iterations of Sundowns. For example, I think Ribeiro looks so much better when he's playing with Serino. You know, Baba beats a Spanish guitarist playing with Serino and Allende can come in. I don't know if it's a language thing. He looks so much better. I think Lodge would look better in a team that doesn't have Ribeiro and Shalulile. I'd probably put him with Esquivel, maybe even Ribeiro. To be honest with you, Ribeiro is the main center man. And you run it from there. But it doesn't... He has a lot of Masego. He has a lot of Masego. And I don't know if that is Coach Rulani telling him that, okay, when you come onto the pitch, I want you to do 1, 2, and 3. All of the things that Coach Rulani was saying about Unyoso, he hasn't done, and I don't know if it's because he's been told to play more of a winger. I mean, just let's remember what Coach Rulani said.
That's the Nyoso I don't want another Nyoso. I didn't bring the other Nyosos. I brought the Nyosos that I need. Because that's not the Nyoso that I want. The Nyoso I want is his pressure, stress, his dodge, his dribble, his shot, his assist, his breaking them. This is the Nyoso I want. Now when I don't get the Nyoso, then one Salukhaya.
And maybe I'm Salukhaya, but from what I've seen, the Nyoso we've seen at Sundowns is the wing player. The Nyoso we've seen at Sundowns play so far away from everybody else. Like, it's almost like he's isolated. And that's why I'm like, is it a strategy, Sarulani? Maybe he told us, maybe he put out that soundbite to confuse us, Nyana. But he plays so far away. Liku combine. When Lodge was announced for Motaung Sundowns, I thought to myself, Lodge and Tshwane combining. You play a 4-3-3 or King, a 4-2-1-3 type situation. You let Lodge and Tshwane find each other while Ribeiro and Shalulile maybe play the traditional strikers. I thought, man, Themba Zwane had found himself a dance partner. But Lodge, man, kichimela lena. Then he stands on the line and he waits for the ball. And he waits for this ball over the top, even though there's no space for the ball over the top. I see Pirates. Pirates is a fast transitioning team, so the ball over the top from Pirates gives you acres of space behind the defense. This ball over the top from Sundowns that they've been trying in the past few games, there's no space, man. The pass has to be perfect, literally perfect. Your movement has to be literally perfect. The defense has to be sleeping. The keeper mustn't come out, you know. And it's lost him. It's lost him. And then the funny part is that when Themba Zwane comes on these past few games, they go wide and they like cut him out, man. It's like he's not part of the game. People have been saying that Themba Zwane has fallen off. I don't think it's that. It's wide. And you find even Ribeiro will be, you know, like he'll be motioning, wanting the ball. He'll be making internal runs. And he'll look a bit lost. So I don't know what the plan is. I do trust Coach Rulani, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm hurt by how bad it was. Our snake is being tested. Our snake is being tested. Hey, Moroka, mina snake again. Agent then says, but we did when Tshwane was in the pitch. To be fair, guys, it's difficult to fit in. True. Mid-season, that's why you need preseason. That is true. Perhaps he needs to adapt to Sundowns' way of playing. Could take time. No, that's all true. That's all true. I think what I'm speaking about now is that the way Sundowns was playing in the first part of the season, Lodge is the killer. In the scheme, I care about these schemes. In the scheme that Rulani was playing at the beginning of the season, Lodge has 5 goals already in that scheme. But when we speak about this scheme, when you look at it and the way they play, number one is so far away from everybody. When have we known Mamelodi Sundowns to be far from everybody? In fact, you would have expected him and Mudiba and Tshwane to really mix it up, like really proper mix it up together. Number two, you watch, again, the crossing. I don't know, I don't think Lodge has one-headed goal. And you look at it and you go, then why are you guys crossing to him or trying to play those type of balls? Uchilo Rulani he dribbles, he penetrates, he pressures, he does all that. How does he do that if he doesn't get the ball at feet, right? So I'm not necessarily saying, that's why I said, I started off by thinking that maybe it's a Lodge issue, but then I'm starting to think that this is purposeful tactics. You know, like it's purposeful tactics, like they're purposefully playing him a certain way. Look at where he's running now. Watch him. I just take a minute or two to watch Lodge. It's almost like he's going, do I stand here? Hey, okay, must I make a run? But then Mangenzi run, okay, should I? It's confused. And I guess it's both things. So struggled, Teko struggled, all of them said, let's be patient. Ola, overthinkers, we are Mamelodi Sundowns since Pandinom. So yeah, I don't know. I think with the Tso and the examples you used with Tso and Teko struggling, but I don't think they were ever asked to really change their game. I think Lodge is being asked to change his fundamental game, I don't know if you do that with he's 30. I don't know if you do that with a 30-year-old. I don't know if you do that with a 30-year-old. But let's see, hey? Let's see. Danko Lodge, play closer, boy, play closer. Oh, Kalilile was this close. It was this close to breaking that duck that he's been on. Not close. The thing is, we're trying to stretch the team. We go wide because in the middle we saturated. But agent, this is what confuses me about what I've seen and what I've heard. Like, for example, Coach Rulani has come out and said that he doesn't like the wide play or the way that his players are playing wide. And he said that it might be a bit of a confidence issue where it's easier to just go wide and put balls in than, I guess, to go wide and play the way that he wants to play. So that's why I'm like, I hear that, and then I watch the games, and I've watched them enough, and I trust to Coach Rulani in terms of his adjustments so much that when I see something happen over and over again, I just think to myself, okay, this might just be part of the chameleon, like part of him going, you know what, guys, you guys are expecting this, I'm going to go and do that, or I want my team to learn how to do that, and whatever it is, you know? Oh, Shalulile, man, he was so close. He was so close. But without the matchbox, he must forget that. Tlogelang matchbox, guys. Tlogelang matchbox, guys. Sundowns is lacking goals. There's a difference between the presser and the real thing. He won't tell you. He will tell you, I don't want rotation, and go and rotate. No, I hear you. That's why I'm like, in my head, that's why I'm knowing Coach Rulani and the way we've spoken about Coach Rulani. The moment you don't see something change and you see familiar patterns over and over again, you start to realize that that is the plan. And I guess we'll see if Lodge adapts to that plan and how he adapts to that plan. Like, I understand the type of play that they're going for. I get it. There's an early cross, there's a whipped ball that I think is meant to be what the plan is for these high balls. So I'm expecting it to come early, and then the jeopardy has to be between the defenders and the goalkeeper. Has to be whipped in. You're facing your own goals. Anything can happen. Great way to beat a low block. But there are floating balls in, and there are floating crosses in versus set low blocks, right? The times where Sundowns has looked super threatening for me in the past few games, there was that passage. It wasn't against Tucks. It was against. Was it against Cape Town Spurs? Or Yanga? One of these games where I remember Ribeiro received the ball centrally. They hit like these 1-2s. He played a ball across, and they just couldn't take advantage of it. Like, it was a low ball across the pitch. Just couldn't take advantage of it. I think it was Maema or Morena. Maema who hit it wide, right? And I'm like, I think that's what you need to look more of, right? But you see, the problem with this tactic that they're using now is that the ball has to be so perfect. Has to be so perfect, has to be so precise, has to be dropped right into the perfect area, because if it doesn't hit a defender, if it doesn't go long enough, it hits a defender. If it goes too deep, it goes to the goalkeeper. If it's in between, sometimes you'll get that position where the ball goes over him, or he has to like stray. You get me? So it's interesting. It's interesting. Mashaya says Sundowns is lacking goals. Maybe Pirates released him just one time. We're trying to find solutions. OT, hence balls over the top going wide. You know, there's a phrase, Agent Barre, don't fix something that's not broken. And they released him on time. Okay. Don't fix something that's not broken. And I think the fear is that tinkering at this stage of the season is a very interesting tactic. Like I said, I think you guys have looked so incredible. Sundowns looks so incredible. Guys, it was two or three moves. Ribeiro was at the center of it, where they just whipped it around that, they played it around that low block, and the low block didn't know what was happening. They didn't know what was happening. Do more of that. Do more of that. Ribeiro looked the most comfortable he's looked for weeks. For weeks. I see, there's no VAR. Oh, those two defenders. Why haven't you run Mhango at those two more? Just run them more, guys. Oh, Naiva. Jelly Chavan is checking VAR. Let's see what VAR says. I think it's tinkering. Like I said, for me, and maybe I'm wrong, but I know what they're trying to do. I know there's a ball that De Bruyne plays, used to. I haven't watched them much recently, but there's a ball that De Bruyne used to play to Haaland, where even if it's that space, there's an angle of the cross where you hit it so that best case scenario, it gets to a player. Worst case scenario, it hits a defender and does something, or it creates chaos in the box. There's a pace to the ball, right? You're not going to get that just by crossing, especially if you don't have crossing players. Like if you have Samir Nurkovic, go for it, man. Go for it. You'll probably find one out of those 5 balls. But if you have these other guys, Shalulile hasn't been on it. Ribeiro's not that guy. Lord Shem, you take the ball up to the sky and there's issues, guys. So I don't know, but let's see. Again, these are champagne problems. It's not that Sundowns is losing. It's not that Sundowns is getting shown up. They find their goal. That ball. Agent, that ball. See the ball that Murau just played? That's the ball that they're looking for. Didn't have as much pace, but that's the idea. Have the defense facing themselves in that corridor. Don't blow it out. Don't float it in. Don't float. You see, that's the ball that I think Rulani wants from this team. That's the ball. See how dangerous it becomes. The defense doesn't know what to do. Shalulile can find some space. Keeper's not sure whether to come in, go out, go that way, go that. That one. Manje Mawuchibelu Lodge. I mean, I guess. Where was I? I was saying. Hey, man, what's going on? Jelly's giving normal corner kick stuff. These are champagne problems, guys. These are champagne problems. If there's one coach that can afford to tinker, especially in the PSL games, it's Rulani. Let's be honest, the job is done. Nobody's catching them like that. Look at Swallows today. Worst case scenario, it ends in a draw. Swallows hasn't really pushed like that. Hasn't really given them that much threat. Time traveler. Well, I don't trust you. I do not trust you. I don't trust you. Every time you time travel, you give me the wrong things. Time traveler, please. And I was all excited for certain matches. Until people are going to, not doing that. We're not doing that time traveler. 30 minutes in. 0-0. The possession stats, Mamelodi Sundowns is 65% of the possession. It's felt like more at times. I feel like the possession that Swallows has is just coming from every time they're picking up the ball for a goal kick. That's where it's come from. Otherwise, Swallows hasn't been in this game at all. Mhango could be so dangerous. But they don't have the cojones. They don't have the balls to go and do it. Understandable. You're number 14 on the log. A draw versus Sundowns would be an incredible result. You get to hover above that relegation zone a bit longer after losing to Richards Bay in your last game. So, Lodge finding it hard to play at the pace of Mamelodi Sundowns, says Percy. Don't tell anyone Neil Tovey will be Kaizer Chiefs coach next season. Malibukutsu says it's been a while since we saw Williams. Williams is on holiday today. I'll sleep if this game goes on like this. 0-5. Let's watch, man. Let's watch. It's a historic run from Mamelodi Sundowns. They are unbeaten in the league. They have won 30 of their last 40 games and only drawn 10 with 0 losses. They've crossed 100 points under coach Rulani. I think even Williams is asleep. Oh, Chili. I wonder what tactics they're going to use versus Esperance. I think that's the question. I haven't seen any Esperance games, but you know the Champions League is always a little bit tougher. I want to see how Esperance plays Sundowns, especially because they're basically, that's a decider for the World Cup. That's the decider. After that, it doesn't necessarily matter because points-wise, I believe Sundowns, should they beat Esperance handily, they go through automatically regardless of what happens in the final. Obviously, you want to be a winner because it's the last 4 winners that are taken into account, or you at least want to get to the final so that when mathematics has to be done about who goes where and who goes what, your historical standings also have a role because Ahly wins it so much. Sundowns no longer has motivation to play league games, says Tembingosi. That's a good theory. After winning so much, you can sort of get on board with that. This game is so boring, says Fandinom. Montana says, I'll sign Mabue on that Sundowns team for Chiefs and Tiruk. I don't think I would take either of those players. But I did make myself a promise. I don't want to speak about Chief signings up until we know who the coach is. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to say who would be good there and be good where. I'm relaxed now. I just want to know who the new coach is. If we can figure out what his style is, then we can go look for players. My fear is that I'll say something, somebody else will say something, 10 Facebook accounts will say something, it will become 100, it will become 1,000. Chigi players sign. Singazi ukuthi leyo player, where that player's going. Neil Tovey. Okay, I guess. Even Neil Tovey has said that he wants Gamondi with him, Vel. Because when they won the league for Sundowns, they were together. I think it was the first league under when Motsepe, the first league after Motsepe had gone full ownership, had bought all the shares from Natasha. I think they were the first ones. Let me look it up. Sundowns League titles. Let's see. 2005-6. Oh, so it was the year after. It was the year after he took over. After a slow start, 2006-7, Gamondi and Tovi were relieved. Okay, that was 2006-7. 2004, Border 51%, later took control of blah 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 under the new owner. First piece of silverware in 6 years in May 2006, when Miguel Gamondi and Neil Tovi oversaw Sundowns' triumph in the PSL. Yeah, it was a year or two after Motsepe bought them. Guys, mokwena bailed them out. Woo! What a shot! Every time, when it's looking a little bit tough, Mokwena bails them out every single time. Thank you, Mokwena. I'm contractually bound by family to celebrate when Tebo scores. Contractually bound. I'm just saying. What a shot. See, everything breaks down. You don't know how they're going to score. They find a goal from somewhere. Look at how he hit it and he knew that, no, it's going into the goal. He started jogging away before. Hopefully that opens the floodgates, man. Let's watch a match, guys. Jeez. What a goal. Does Chiefs want a coach that will win the league next season? I want a coach that can, if that makes sense. I want a coach that can. I want a coach that is not going to waste time. I need somebody that understands their story. You get me? Like Chiefs coaches of old. It is not necessarily to win the league. I want somebody who can, but I need somebody that can get us back into winning ways. I would like a Champions League spot. Whether that's number 1, dreaming big, or whether that's number 2, I need a Champions League spot. Not Confed, not whatever. Or at the very least, Asazga Rivero, 3 trophies in 18 months. Velimina says, Sundowns match is boring today. Polani says, player of the season. Yeah, no, he is. He's a player of the season. What a goal, but Mokwena's technique is brilliant. Isn't it crazy, Mto, that I think who else shoots as purely right now in the league? Consistently. And then you sit back and you're like, do players don't realize that you can work on certain things so that it becomes your trademark. It becomes your thing, right? It becomes your calling card. It becomes your distinguishing factor. Oh, did he pull something? He pulled something. Or maybe he's feeling some discomfort and they're like, hey, we can't risk you. Esperance is calling. They're going to say Sundowns benefited because Sundowns one man down. Guys. Goal is a goal is a goal. What's next for Swallows now? They just need to survive, eh? They just need to survive. I think the nice thing about our log, let me put it up. The nice thing about our log, PSL table, is that where Swallows sits right now, let me just put it up. Swallows is 14th, but they're 9 points ahead of Richards Bay. Even if Richards Bay wins their game versus Chiefs, I believe, it will still be a 6-point lead in terms of that fight. And then worst case scenario, we are being chased by Cape Town Spurs, who are behind by 14 points. So I think it's just about surviving now. I think it's just about surviving, stay in your pocket, stay in your lane, try get as many draws, to be honest with you, as you can, and look forward to next season. Already they had to go through a tough time where they lost out on Steve Kompela. Steve Kompela had to leave. Boandile had to leave. There was the salary stuff. The players were released. All of that stuff. They've managed to right the ship a little bit. But I want to go back to something I told you guys at the beginning of the season when Solo said they're hiring Steve Kompela. And I said, just give Musa Nyatama the job. He's a cheaper alternative. You carry on with your thing. Maybe you become stable for another year. Then you can bring in both Steve and all of that stuff. It was too much change for 1 year. It was too much change for one off season. Let Nyatama cook. He's already saved you like twice, 2 or 3 times. Let him cook. Let him stay. Give him the chance to take the team. He understands it. He knows the people in the back. He understands the structure, the culture, the people who hired him. He knows all of that stuff. Let him cook. Yeah, get Steve. Steve is going to do this. Steve is going to do that. But yeah, let me not dwell on that one. Mokwena replaced by Mbule must be so nice, Malume Kutsu. I think they got their cushion. Because now, look at Swallows, 1 goal attempt, nothing on target. Because now they know. Swallows tries to attack us, they open up at the back, we score. They're done. They've done the job. It's done. Kat says, screenshot my comment. Sundowns will win the league and CAF Champions League. Will win the league, CAF Champions League and the Nedbank Cup. Yay, hard. Huh? Are you really sure? Pella, there's Cup Kings that side at Nedbank. There's a team that hasn't lost, I believe, 8 of its last matches or 10 of its last MTN 8 matches. It has not lost. Including beating Sundowns. They already have an MTN 8 already. Are we sure that Sundowns will be able to take that cup from them should they get to the finals together? Actually, I'm sad. I'm sad that TS Galaxy got knocked out. I really wanted to see El Presico, the media derby. Press conference versus press conference. Sid Ramovic versus Rulani Mokwena. Thank you, Lord. You're finally doing that ball. You're finally hitting that ball. I'm not a Sundowns fan, but we need Mokwena against Esperance. Huh? You're busy saying we. The moment Sundowns scores 2 goals versus Esperance, you'll be the only we. Sundowns fans turn quick when it comes to those things. We play quick today, so don't get what boring is. Hey guys, Mina, I'm not touching this. Okay, maybe I should. You guys know my theory about boring. I find games boring when the other team is not trying to answer the questions or they're passively trying to answer the questions. So, Swallows, if Swallows scores, it will be luck. It's not going to be because of a plan that they came with, something that they were doing over and over, something that, you could see full on. It's not going to be that. It'll be by luck. They're going to sit back for 90 minutes and watch Sundowns play. That's what makes it boring for me. I like to see 2 teams going at it. I celebrate when people take shots, either team. Like, it's just, I celebrate when I see those things or when you see a plan. Amatax, Yanga, they gave Sundowns a game, and it's not that Sundowns must lose, but it's like, can you guys, man, make it exciting? Spaghetti half crowd. Malume Kutso was right. When last did we see Williams? Just in frame. Just to make sure that Williams is there. When last did we see? Guys, we're heading to halftime. 2 minutes added on. Remember how it works. You have to be following me in order to comment. Halftime, I'm going to open it up. And by open it up, I mean that the bottom of your screen on TikTok, for those who are following me, there will be a blue figure and a pink figure hugging each other. It will say multi-guest under it. Click on it, request, and you'll be able to join our halftime analysis. and we can speak and add your voice to the show. Lodge, that was naughty. That was naughty, Lodge. Imagine playing of the player of the season with only 3 goals. Hey guys, they're only going to win the league. That's it. Master GD says Stellenbosch is a sleeping giant. That win versus TS Galaxy has convinced me. Tsepang, leave me alone. Tsepang, leave me alone. Rejibari Formia Pirates, Formia. Guys. He's frustrated, Malume Kuzo. He's frustrated. Trapper ball shot. Oh, yeah. Can I ask the question about which players can actually shoot in the league? And it seems like it's just Tebogo Mokwena. Guys, give me some names. Which players in the league currently can actually shoot, like proper shoot, consistently shoot? And it doesn't necessarily have to be goals, but they're consistently hitting target. I can't think of another. Honestly speaking, maybe Lindam Tambo. Maybe Lindam Tambo. He places them very well from distance. Okay, I'm going to open up. Please remember that you have to be following me in order to join. Let me just get my thing up. Feel free to jump in, guys. Feel free to jump in. Let's start. Kama Sandawana. Kumo, can you just confirm to me if there's the echo still there?
Agent, how's it? Yeah, we have echo.
You still have the echo? Hey guys, they
Yeah,
even
how's
changed.
it, buddy?
It's fine. I'm good at you, my brother.
I'm tired today. I'm tired.
Tell me about this game. Tell me about this game.
Finally, we seem to be having an answer to the low block. I knew sooner or later it was gonna happen. I mean, like literally every team plays the same way against us, and I'm happy to even see Kululele doing some magic, even though it's not scoring yet. But the touches, movements, and the techniques that he applies in the box, it shows that this player is slowly finding his confidence back, nah? Ish, I hope what's happening to Mokwena is nothing serious. We need him seriously, especially against the Stellenbosch because we'll be also experiencing another low block. But yeah, man. And Swallow say it's playing like an away team. They even had to change to the away form. Like, why would you hold back while you're playing at home? I know you play against the mighty Titans. Notice I didn't say Giants, I said Titans. Yeah, but give us something as well, from I don't know. But like, yeah. But this game is going as expected. I just hope for our players can practice their scoring. Then we could have easily go 4-0 right now.
There was that chance, Ribeiro. First minute, and he decided to pass it.
Besides passing, below that's even 5 here because you had Bolocho, those came short. We could have been ahead. That's I don't know what's happening. I get on my coffee's contract there in Logo United. Maybe you should come and just become a strikers coach because we need someone. We need someone instantly, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. Agent, my brother, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, man. Besides the echo, but I'm good.
And they even put out a new version. They said it was going to be fixed, updated. But anyway. Tell me about this game.
I think I want people to explain to me maybe so that maybe when they see certain things I can understand, When you say Sundowns is boring, okay, fine. Or this Sundowns game is boring. Or this Sundowns is boring. Maybe they should explain to us for Sundowns to be exciting what needs to happen. Because I think I need to understand that, so that when you comment, based on what. Because Sundowns will never ever play high intensity game, high what. Will never play the Paris way. It won't happen.
Yeah.
You know. So maybe they should explain to us so that maybe we can indoctrinate them into the Sundowns way of playing. You know.
Yeah.
And for me, this is one of our best games. I don't know which team did we play before Younger.
Before Young, it was Richards Bay.
Yes, the second half of that game, this is one of the best games that we've played. You know, we're playing quicker, we're playing faster. You know, Mudiba is cutting into the midfield, he's creating that overload. The pass are a bit crisper, we're not losing ball. If you recall last game, we couldn't string 5 passes together. Every time we make a misplaced pass. I don't recall seeing a misplaced pass this game. You know? So it has been a good game. I can't complain. I can't say this has not been a... Just worried about Umdao, man. Umdao likes getting unnecessary yellow cards.
Yeah.
What was the use of you know, elbowing that guy? You know, you've taken the ball. What if that referee decided to be a red card, you know? And Shalile seems to be in the mood, which is good. I like it, you know, and he's getting the right spaces, and I think he might score this game. And Lodge is one of Lodge's better performances. I'm not his biggest fan at this moment because I feel like he needs a preseason, but he's playing relatively okay today that I've seen.
If I can just jump in from my end, I don't know if you heard my response. My response my response to the boring, it's not up to Sundowns. Sundowns, it's more up to the other teams in my eyes. But anyway, did you see that ball I was telling you about?
The one that cross that is hard.
That's the ball.
Yeah, the thing is, it's that's the ball that Rulani also wants, you know. But how many times can we play it, you know? Because I think that ball is so dangerous because even if the opposition touches it, it's a goal also, you know. That's the ball that we want, but we can't always get it. That's what I'm saying. This thing is a solution thing, you know. You try that ball, it's not coming up. You go over the top, it's not coming out. You go wide, you try to stretch. We're trying to find a solution, you know. And I feel like sometimes because we play too much, what is it called? Nowadays it's called what? EA Sport, eh? Is it EA Sport or EA FIFA?
EAFC.
EAFC. We think that changing tactics from 4-2-3-1 to that immediately it can, you know, press R1 and score, you know.
It's possible for Rulani. It's possible for Rulani. But it's fine. Ancient, let me bring it with Tiza. Tiza, welcome to the show. How are you? Tiza, you can just... there we go.
Oti,
I'm good, Tiza. Tiza, what are you seeing from this game?
Oti. Yes. So far so good, but the game is not good. No? I think Rulani now is starting to make some mistake because in football, I think each and every team must have momentum. I think now that momentum is no longer there because you remember, I think after Younger's game, I think the next game, he almost put about make 8 changes. So 8 changes in a game of football, I think we are killing the momentum of the team. So now I think it's starting to show that Rulani now is lacking some direction there. I think we must try to correct that thing. No matter how many players you sign, sometimes you must stick to your team, regardless whether it's a friendly match, whether it's what. Always try to have your best players on the pitch because you keep the momentum. Now as it is, Sundowns, no, they are clueless now. They don't. They're out of shape now. And one other thing that you must correct, I think, if it was me, because it seems he likes Lodge too much. The only way for Lodge to play his best football, try to shift Mvala, take Mvala out of the defense and make him the base of a midfield to connect the
Okay.
midfield and defense. And let mokwena do his own thing after Mvala. Then doing that, that means Loche can switch some position. He can go to left, he can go to right. Anytime he can do whatever he wants.
Okay. Okay.
As it is now, I think the selection and the formation is where the problem is starting to come in now. So definitely he must try to bring back the momentum. Never ever change 8 players in a
For
game
time
of
teaser.
whatsoever he's thinking. What is a friendly? Try always to build the momentum.
For time teaser, I'm just gonna jump in so I can let the others in. I wanna come back. Let me bring in Untuli. Ntuli, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself, Mr. Oti?
Man, like I said, I'm on another week of no stress
Rest.
until the weekend. I'm resty. Tell me, what do you think of this game?
I know. I see what Rulani was mentioning. I think it should be frustrating for them every time they go to play and the teams are putting in a low block. Yeah. But from the Sundowns perspective, I think they're playing very well. Like the passes, like they're playing quick. It's just that he swallows ifake i-low block yabo. But now that they've got a goal, I think they can now breathe yabo. So it's all up to Swallows. That's why I was asking, okay, now since Sundowns has scored, what's next for Swallows? What are they gonna do in this match yabo?
Yeah.
So I see as the second half nje for Sundowns, I think it's just gonna be training for team Ikeme Esperance. Because I see after they scored, Swallows they didn't come out like as in bafuna pull a goal, but they continued with their low block. Yabo. Hence abanye abantu like they were mentioning with the game is boring. As agent was asking what is boring for them. It depends on how you're watching the game. For instance, agent is a Sundowns person. It's a good game for them because he's watching his Sundowns. So maybe someone else or Shampufano Mr. Otsi support the Chiefs or wishing Sundowns to lose or something. Big game. I'm just joking, Mr. Otsi. Yeah, but for someone else who who was watching it from a neutral point of view, who wants the game to be competitive, yeah, being an end-to-end, yeah, they're not getting that. Hence, they say the game is boring. But from the Sundowns perspective, yeah, I think they're playing well.
Okay. I'm gonna come back. Let me go to Malume Kutso. Malume Kutso, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Otimandonjani.
Manake mnatili na Malume Kutso. Tell me, Orenka Kane.
I'm not going to be long. I'm here to tell Agent that le game la bora. Siyalala kunzima. Sibambelele. We love football. We are laboring through this game. Sometimes it's not piercing Swallows in the middle. Asibona ama-1-2 anzima, dangerous. We're not seeing some nice tricks and flicks. We're not seeing players being eliminated. Ubani usahlala phansi, Mr. Oti? Who's been dribbled today? One player.
So Malume Kutso, in short, you're saying abatribuli kamnandi, abatrepi kamnandi,
Yo,
abadlali kamnandi.
awakho kamnandi ngathi akekho. If we referring to the same person. That's why I said come about what for yini engidlalayo la. Did you see how he kicked that young boy? He was very angry. You can see with that porekile naye. Keep any frustration kuma mahlunuku. So all I'm saying is, man, they can improve, Mr. Oti. The best thing we saw this entire game was that rocket from Mokwena. It was so silent. It was the muscle ngakuye. Even muscles were like, you've been cold. You can't just flex us like that. The muscles went in, got strained. So let me a king. Agent, I'm here to explain to you, let me a king. I'm not saying Santos is a bad team or anything, but let me a king. but we love football. We will
But hey,
watch.
guys. Agent, let me go back to you.
One.
Oh, sorry, Kuma. Let me go to Kuma. Kuma.
It's the Sundowns bench.
It's the Sundowns badge, man. It just makes you invisible there. I'm joking. Kuma, is this another rescue job from Mokwena? Another rescue job from another situation? Do you think that the Sundowns would have been able to find the goal? And what is your thought about what Moroka Swallows is doing? And what can they do in this game?
Hi, my guy. That's the problem. Why did you bring revivers here? Why are you being our revivers? They're gonna come here and spew nonsense, and every chuti yabo since Bakora 7-0 because no one gave them worrying attention. They think we can. No one cared to make yourself relevant. If you are bored, no. Remember, you won't expect this play to because one, Sundowns already has the league in the bag, and they're trying to, just play, get the job done over and done with, get the 3 points, and obviously go and play CAF. I want to play CAF. And now, Swallows, on the other hand, they are 8 points above Richards Bay. So we're not just try not to concede a lot of goals because you never know. Like, you're just going to draw, or maybe if worst case scenario, your goal difference may be affected. So the way they're playing, there's nothing to play for. And obviously, if you are a Pirates fan, you're gonna do chibobo, spade twos, fancy Phillies work type of football because you aren't playing for any major trophy. So it's fine. That's the game.
Okay. What's your prediction?
My prediction 3-0. My banner's gonna score when he comes on.
Hey, you listen to the kids.
Are you on kids? I'm for the kids. Sure.
Let me go to Agent. Agent, is it another rescue job from Mokwena, one? And then number two, can Swallows do anything in this game?
Hey, hopefully those kids are football kids only, hey? But anyways, you're not. But I hear you, Mtukuzo. Yeah, no, if you say that, I understand. It's fine. But this is not a cassie. You don't play cassie things here. You don't do that. Eh? We play games of consequence. Eh? I don't know if that term is familiar to you. We don't play for nothing. That's why you see us dribbling the ball on top, getting it on our shoulders and what. You don't do that here. Eh? If you want that, go to Phillies games and what is it? My money period games there. You'll get your entertainment there. Here we play for results. So with us, every game is important. You see, there's not just 3 points. We are playing not to lose because we have invisibles. Our next game is CAF. The other game is Nedbank. That try not to lose. We have records to share, so you have no time to be wasting time on prepping and going back. No.
Marawa, what offering ba?
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, with the kuzo. But anyways, I think right now with the rescue job, it's all about winning. To be honest with you, tick a box. Did you win? Get a W. Move on to the next game. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends as 1-0. You know, because with us, most important thing is get that W, go to the next game. You know, so that's why I predict maybe 2-0, maybe, but I don't think it's gonna be more than 2-0. And with Swallows, like Kuma was saying, these ones are just here for vibes. They're just here, to see the stars. They're just here to see, incoming CAF champions. So I think with them, like Pirates in league games, it's not a game of consequence. So that's why they can do whatever they want to do.
Score prediction? Hey, you guys.
No, I did say
1-0.
1-0 or 2-0, yeah.
Okay. Well, what I will say before I let you Ntuli, Swallows have started brightly. They are pressing, they're attacking, they've had some chances, they've won the ball back. Why they didn't do this from minute one, We'll never know. And Tuli, is this the rescue job? Mokwena futhi.
Yeah. But now it seems like it's gonna be a different game now, but it's gonna open up because you see Swallows, they are going forward now. But the only thing that can kill the Sundowns is completions. But otherwise, I think Sundowns will score now.
And then, can Swallows do anything? Should they continue playing the way that they're playing now?
Yeah. You see now there's another chance now. So they have a possibility. It's just that I feel like if they score, they're gonna go backwards into the low block. But I sometimes will take this one.
Score prediction.
2-0. 2-0 or 2-1.
Okay. Let me go to Malume Kutso. Malume Kutso, is this a rescue job, Malume Kutso? It's a rescue job. Mokwena is coming, 10-111, 10-177, whatever you want to call it, rescue job, and then can Swallows do anything?
Who's Mokwena, Mr. Oti? Mokwena Gima.
Debs.
He's gone off again.
Marakia Shakira, he scored the goal, the rescue job. He's the one who put it on the board.
I'm thinking there's someone who plays for Swallows. He's been sent to rescue.
Oh, no.
No, Mr. Uti. I think the Sundowns can turn it on. I'm actually with Hugo. We can win 4-0 extra. Because they are attack and Mr. Uti. But hey, now I'm back comment. Guys, like, what happened? But anyway, if my penna comes in,
nice.
As I said, 4 is coming. If my penna comes in, you will definitely be interested. You will see. They were on their feet when my penna came in and started. They were even calling the ball, but they passed on my penna because they were bored. Njengoba nathi sijabula uTito bekenza izinto umfukeni bekenza izinto. They were also calling the ball for Mapena. So as I said before the goal went in, 4-0 Sundowns.
Okay, no.
And I said it before the goal went in. We shut again we pale pants. 4-0.
No, Malume Kutso, thank you for joining me. Guys, if we can get to 15,000 likes, I will open it for the rest of the game. 2-0, Marcelo Allende, second league goal of this season. He deflects it over the defender and he goes in. It is 2-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. I think, like I said, it's a very interesting place for Moroka Swallows to be in this game. It was a very interesting place. And it was interesting because you are losing 1-0. Kanin Vuga, Kanin Presa, Kanin Yapambili, Kanin Pressure Sundowns. They got 2 chances that they missed. And then you sit down and you go, it's too late now. And the moment you open, you're opening to let Sundowns go take even more goals from you. You should have done this from the get-go, not when you are losing. They're committing 4 or 5 players up front right now. Then you ask the question, and then when I ask the question, these teams, what do they do all week when they're coming versus Sundowns? Nzovuki Sundowns elite. These teams had the capability to play this way from minute one. See how exciting that last passage was, even before the Islander goal. That last passage was exciting because, hey, Williams is making saves. Williams is doing this. The defense is being pressed. They have to think. They're breaking out. I saw somebody flicking it over somebody in order to break a press. Look, that's exciting. That's exciting. But yeah, they come and they sit down. They come and they come and play this game. This is why I'm like, not PSL teams. The boringness of these games is not down to Sundowns. Sundowns is not meant to play down to you guys so that you feel better about stringing 3 passes together against Sundowns. They're meant to come in and win games. That's what they've been doing. They're about to win their 17th game of the season. Still unbeaten. 17 games, won 4 draws, 21 games. 55 points when this one ends. So then, very simply, I sit back and I go, oh, guys. Nalala nonke. Itax, a first division team, had no business doing with Sundowns what they did. For whatever you guys keep telling me about, it must be a quality players, you can't go pound for pound, you can't do this, you can't do this. Itax came with a plan. Can we get a plan from these guys? Push up is not going to help anything. You're just helping Sundowns. You're helping Sundowns. You're helping Sundowns practice now. They're practicing the defense for when they go play Esperance. It's going to be a practice of how do we do 2 backs of 4 and how do we play in these situations. But Mr. Oti, look what happened. They start to play open. Look what happened. When they start to play open. No, they started to play open when they are desperate. There's a difference. They started to play open when the score was down. When they were down 1-0. That's when they decided to wake up. That's my problem here. Amadeus played open minute 1. Minute 1. What happened in that game? Yanga had a fairly okay plan. What happened that game? Now you're going to tell me that I'm going to concede and I have to chase the game. Now I'm going to throw people forward as a plan. That's what happened there. It's desperation. That's why they're going forward and that's why they get caught. It's desperation. Sundowns capitalizes on their desperation. You defend for 90 minutes. Do you know what they do? They wait for you. 85th minute, you're going to be doing tibang there. Somebody's going to slip, they're going to score. Or you want to come at us and be desperate or be overexcited. Ooh, I just got a chance versus Sundowns. Let's bring some more people and throw them forward. You get caught out. But if you come with a plan and you say, this is how I'm going to play, then, how do you think Chiefs will play Karitete? Sundowns, no, Tucks didn't play an open game. No. They came with a plan, Olan. It was open because Tucks was willing to attack. You did not see, guys, we did not see Ronwen's goal. Not Ronwen. Think about how much screen time Ronwen had in that first half. Compare it to the Tucks game. Compare it to the Tucks game. That's what I'm saying. Literally, we were all watching here, guys. We were all watching here. We watched 45 minutes. We saw Ronwen twice, and that was because of back passes. Now look. Now look. Now look. Yeah, Kolan, they opened up. Now, Pakwari. Where were they going to get this? This goal that they scored right now. Where were they going to get it with the performance of the first half? Nah, guys. Now they want to make it a game. Anyway, 2-1. Swallows was able to get something back. Or is it offside? What's happening? They're calling for offside. The Sundowns players seems to be given. Hey, CAF Champions League, guys. This is what I'm saying. Nothing was stopping Swallows from doing this from minute 1. Doing this. That's why these games are boring. That's why the PSL gets boring. AmaZulu did the exact same thing. Remember the AmaZulu game? When they scored, I think it was the last minute, but then it was set offside. That's what they do. Kanin Vuga. And then call Vuga in the beginning of the game. Play. If you die, guys. This is the same goal we conceded against Tucks. What is our set piece coach doing? The game is now alive, says 0-1 Faith. Toa says former Pirates wonder kid. This is Shabalala in a few years. Hey. Please don't bring that up. Leave our youngsters alone. Please leave our youngsters alone. Please leave our youngsters alone. Look at how these guys are pressing. You'd think that there was no Swallows. You'd think that they're starting the game now. But Everson. How many times did you see Everson in the first half? Alright, guys. These guys are messing with us. These PSL teams. And the sad part about them is that tomorrow they're going to do the same exact thing. Do the same exact thing versus Richards Bay, and they're not going to score. They're not going to do anything. The High Line, Sundowns, Amatak scored a similar goal. One day you guys are going to learn. You know what? Let me not say it. I'm just going to keep to myself because you guys are going to come in and have me. 15,000 likes and I keep it open. 15,000 likes and I open it up. The game is alive now. 2-1. Mamelodi Sundowns scoring to make it 2-0. And then Solos making it 2-1. After finally waking up. I don't want to say it. Because you guys are going to take it simplistically and it's going to become something else. I don't want to say it, agent. I don't want to say it. Sundowns must fix their defense. They cannot concede exactly as their previous games. It's because when you don't get tested, why work on things when you don't get tested? I'm sure after that first half, they were thinking to themselves, Solis is done. Look at that. That led me to, but Tori, you can't go pound for pound. When Sundowns is pressed properly, they make mistakes. Not agent, Mto. I always say this. How many weeks have I asked? About that press? How many weeks have I asked about pressing Sundowns, about all of that stuff? About them having pretty much one good defender there. About transition, about planning for the transition, about pulling players out of position. How many times? But yeah. Okay. Sundowns can't defend. Fine. Sundowns can't defend transition. Sundowns sucks at defending. When you put them under pressure defensively, there's a lot of cracks in that Sundowns team. At the back. Yes, is there a risk that they might be able to score a goal? Great. Swallows goes home with no goals and a 1-0 deficit if they don't start pressing. We've said it about Sundowns before, that they've got very high fouls, for example, when defending transition. They leave two at the back. It makes them vulnerable. When you play set pieces, there's issues. But how many teams are willing? To do that? Is it because they're so used to be on the front foot? Tax for me proved that beyond reasonable doubt. It's because they don't get tested. And I'm not gonna make it seem as though everybody should. This is what I'm saying. Sundowns has built up their reputation. They've won all their games. They've built up their reputation that they're going to beat you. Great. Last season, they had a reputation that they were going to score 7-6 goals against you guys. Great, right? Last season. This season, we had this chat on the show. This season, it's a 1-0 and relax. And if you're not tested, what tends to happen is later on, when you come across that thing, it's going to be tough for you to adapt in J. What they're living on, at least here in the PSL, is that they know that they've got the lead. By the time these teams try to stand up and try to fight and try to oppress and try to do all of these things. And they also know that when those guys do those things, they're going to pull themselves out of position because they get too excited. Okay, 4-5. Sorry. 4-5. Pitso Sundowns could beat you 4-5, I guess. No, agent, I'm excited because I'm watching. I'm excited because Swallows is doing something. I keep telling you guys, I get excited for games like that. Watching Sundowns dominate a game is surely exciting for Sundowns fans. Could be exciting tactically. But if they don't get asked questions, or if the game just ends, and it's not for Sundowns to lose. It's not for Sundowns. This, believe it or not, it helps you guys. This stuff, these games, or not these games, the other games, these games help you guys get better. These games. But, like I said, you're going to look at it simplistically. Goal. Morena. Look, Rulani is standing. He's walking around. When last? You get what I mean? You need these games. You need like questions to be asked so you can find the answers. You guys are complaining about the high line that you guys play during your free kicks. Fine. How many times have you been tested from a high line free kick? So I could argue that it's only twice that you guys have seen it. Twice or 3 times that you guys have seen it. Is that enough data to go and work on things like that? Or if that was happening a lot more often, you then start to go, okay, this is how we fix this thing. Now, can you imagine? You see it once versus Tax, once. Then you see it the next time versus Esperance. What's going to happen versus Esperance if they do this? For example, not to say that Esperance will do this, but for example, what happens? You get shocked. But if you start seeing these things more and more, and again, it's not about Sundowns, it's about the other teams. It's about the other teams. Teams are just scared of Sundowns, to be honest. This team is beatable, says Katlego. I don't even think they're beatable. I just think that you beat yourself if you go into the Sundowns game thinking, I'm just going to sit back and watch them. Like when you go in without a plan, you've already beaten yourself. It becomes a situation of, it's only a matter of time. How many times where they have attacked you so many times from so many different angles that it's only a matter of time. I have too many of those matches where there's one defender back, where Williams is playing as a center back. He pushes all the way up and plays as a center back. What's the level 2? Because Aniko. There's no threat, there's no nothing. Kitchen sink, as we call it. That's why PK is, for me, it's not even about Sundowns losing. It's not even about Sundowns losing. It's about what do you guys do in a game versus a team like Sundowns. And I feel as though what has happened in the league is that most of the teams, majority, are willing. It's a free week, guys. It's a free week. Oh yeah, guys, we're just gonna chill today. We have to go to Pitori on Saturday. Enjoy yourselves, guys. It's 90 minutes. Finish off. We're going to lose. We're losing, and then we go home. We'll go prepare for. We'll prepare for Stellenbosch. Don't worry about Sundowns. I feel like a lot of teams just get to the Sundowns game and they cross it out like. Asifuna ukwenza kakhulu. Not to mention doing it in other games, if we're being 100% honest also. But yeah, our league. Shalili not confident. Why didn't he take a shot? He needs to get one to just get off his duck. That's all. He needs to get one to get off his duck, eh? Question, can former Sundowns survive Stellies? I'm trying to think about that. How has Sundowns played Stellies? Let me look it up. Sundowns versus Stellenbosch. I don't think they struggle too much versus them. Let's see. 3-1 last time Mamelodi Sundowns played Stellies. Then Stellenbosch beat them in the quarterfinal. Yeah? What am I seeing here? Oh, last year, 15 April last year, Stellies beat them. Yeah, Stellies could actually stand up to Sundowns, mano y mano, I think. Mano y mano. A weekend league is not good for Towns in the long run. Exactly, Toom. It's not good because you don't learn and get better. All the challenges that you're going to face in the season, you'll face. Can you imagine playing 21 games with this one and only really being challenged 3, 4, 5 times maybe? You know? But we can't be scoring sixes, guys. Remember, some team destroyed infrastructure when we did that. We are protecting supersport infrastructure. It's going to be 1-0 favor to Stellies, says Kumgani. Toss says a season or two, Stellies beat them 3-1 in the league. Stellies knows the formula. PK says Stellies are not defensive, so that's an advantage for us. That's true, PK. That's true. Morena has been poor lately. He doesn't play, guys. As far as I understand, he's not as consistent a player. If Stellies play on the counter, they might win, but I think they'll be overconfident and attack us, and that's the problem. That's why I'm like, it depends. If Stellies plays their game, they could get something from this, from the game. They could probably win that because, that counter attack versus 2 defenders, that counter attack versus 2 defenders will be too much. It will be too much. That's a team then that I can say I trust in terms of if you see Stellies in a low block, you know what time it is. You know their plan. You understand that at some point, Reyners and Adams and Titus are going to run at you on transition. You understand that there's a reason why. The rest of these teams don't have a reason why they're in low block or why. Guys, defensive doesn't mean that you can't win. There's been so many coaches that have been defensive coaches that have won things because they have a plan. They have a plan. Tina, it's by luck. It's lucky. Nice, Swallows. You know now that there's a set piece problem at Sundowns. So what do? Leave one person or 2 people up. When you clear the ball, you just have to be a nuisance enough to win some more free kicks. Just have to be a nuisance. Agent sent a video on the group where Mourinho was telling his team, guys, this one's got a yellow card, this one's got a yellow card, this one's got a yellow card. Go. Be nuisances. There was a point where Sundowns was leaving games with 22 fouls. And I'm like, hi, guys. But anyway. PK says, PK, I am living the time of my life. I get to break down Sundowns games. I get to watch Pirates games, you know. You know how nice this weekend was? Nobody was hyper. Nobody was going up. There was no therapy needed. There was no shouting. Hey, man, we were just watching football. Just watching football. It's so nice to just watch football. Do you know what it's like to watch Pirates score 7? The game after you guys lost 2-0 to Super United after playing badly. Hi. Eh? O tla re sheba bo Sundowns versus Swallows. Ha monate. corner, Sundowns. 73 minutes in, it is 2-1. Yeah, no, Umfuto where Swallows has ended. They're probably going to try pick it up, let's say, Boma 80 minutes, 85 minutes. They're going to try pick it up again and see if they can't attack one more time. If anybody needs the points, it has to be the team that is currently sitting number 14, that is about to be, probably going to be after this weekend, going to only be 5 points ahead of Richards Bay, who are 3-2. Nimoshi, guys. Nimoshe. Fall, boy. Fall and get the free kick. Like, and they don't people know the dark cards go PSL, man. They don't know the dark cards. You've got the ball into their third. You've seen their weak on free kicks. Throw the foul. Throw the foul. Throw the foul, get the free kick, get another chance at a set piece. Who coach you in go PSL, guys? Gahle. I think Mourinho, he said there must be the C word. There's a C word there in English that he said these players must be at certain times. That's what you need to be sometimes. Anyway, 3-2. Look at the 3-2. Look at the 3-2. You see Lungu is running across you. And you have a man on the right-hand side, but you pass, you know what? Fine. Mbule also has a shot on him, right? Kind of we're having that conversation, or Mbule, who are the people that shoot? I saw Malume Kutso brought up Usaleng. I guess. But this season, I guess. I don't know who does it consistently enough. Let me put it like that. Who has a good shot in the PSL currently, in the current PSL, and is consistent with it? You see why I tell people that Mbule can't play in CAF? He's too casual. Hey, he's master chef. He's not a drive-through, eh? When you go to a restaurant, you sit down for a long time waiting for food. Hello, McDonald's. Let's come meet a master chef. He also cost us against Kaizer Chiefs. Shambule Wabat. Maybe you must look for a new team. There's some players that you guys, hey, you don't like them. Oh, in other news, Zamalek has beaten Ahly 2-1. I don't know how a derby, okay, I don't know if it's still a derby, that side, but I don't know how a game of that magnitude is played on a Monday evening. Or maybe the culture that side is just different. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference because of the standings. Let me just make sure. Ahly was another team that was complaining about their schedule, similar to Sundowns. Now Sundowns complained. They were complaining that their schedule is too packed and they've played so many games and all of that. And it's not good or bad, hey? It's not good or bad. I'm just saying that's what they were complaining about. Let's see. Oh, Ziawa in that league. Yo. Okay, how it looks right now in the Egyptian Premier League is that Pyramids is number 1, 15 games played. They are 32 points. Ahly is number 9, 11 games played, which means in comparison to Pyramids, they have 4 games in hand. And that's 12 points, which means if they were to win all of those games, they're only 1 point ahead of Pyramids, who's also catching up. And then the other guys are on 28. So it's a 4-point difference, but it would be 2 games in hands for Pyramids and Ahly. So they're probably going to be ahead by 8 points. Hey, look at that league, man. I was making fun of them the other day, Khante. It's actually very close. It's actually very close. Might be because of Eid, hence Monday. Oh, that's true, Tumi. That's true. I love Mbula. I just want him to be consistent. Mara agent. How can you be consistent as a bit part player? Why Rulani doesn't play Mapena Marai? He's seeing out the game. He's seeing out the game. That's all he's doing. I think he's realized that Swallows is bracing themselves for another attack later on. So don't do anything too out of pocket. Don't do anything that takes you out. Is he coming in? Off and on target, the consistent shooter must be Tapelo Xoki. Are you sure? In terms of open play? Hi guys. In terms of, I know the free kicks and the penalties. We. I don't know, Malume Kuto, can we add Xoki to the conversation about who are the long range shooters? Because for me, it's only really Tebogo who does it consistently enough. As in, not just goals, but on target, off target, whatever. On target. Who else in the league can hit one from range, Nje? Can bail a team out? Mapena is school in the morning. Let's not create another Ahmed Fati. Let's preserve the boy. Hey guys, can you imagine being one of the teenage players in the league going, yo, I'm Shoko Skolong. Yeah. Kana Mapena, did Mapena get an AFL medal? He did he? He did get one, eh? Can you imagine going into school, high school, after doing what you do? Yo, guys, I would be ungovernable. Guys, if you have not followed, please follow. Click the follow button. And like, it's fine, but click the follow button at the very least. And Dugzabo, thank you so much for the gifts. At least somebody. Ninabanya and Funok tap screen. Just to tap the screen. It's free, costs you nothing. The phone is probably in your hand already. Well, I think he got a medal. I saw him in the final match. That's why can you imagine walking into high school? The what? Kind of they had to play on Sunday. Did they have to play? Yeah, they had to play on Sunday because of the derby. Walking into school the following day. He got one and became a multi-millionaire. He became a millionaire. Malume Kutso, Lodge is done. Lodge, not done, but in this team, I don't know if he's going to fit in. I don't know. But I guess we have to give him a preseason. Let's give him a preseason. Let's give him a preseason. Maybe after spending this time with Sundowns and then maybe after this time with Sundowns and maybe after getting that time with Rulani in the preseason, not being thrust into games. I think he's being rushed, to be honest with you. I think Loch has been rushed into this team. And the expectations are what is killing him. Expectations and pressure of games. You know, Lodge play Champions League, ne? He played Champions League. Imagine. One day at Pirates, the next day, you're in the Champions League. They're asking you to go in. It's hot. They said he feels like a glove, says 0 on faith. Where's that South American newbie? You mean Kimankana Martinez Esquivel? Now, I honestly feel like they rushed him in and then they realized, good, goal. Mhango goal. Oh, offside. Malume Kutso, can it be offside in that situation? Oh, Diteko. Come on, Diteko Mototo. Yeah, I think. Oh. Oh, look at that. Hey. That's why I'm like, that should be a goal. That should be a goal unless they had called it before. Ding ding. Oh, look at VAR. VAR in motion. Never VAR. Look, but let's see. I want to see something. If he called it pre the contact. Ba veiswa kari cut. Okay, you see they're going through it. He's telling them, okay, according to subsection 1A of paragraph C on page 78. Oh, VAR. Guys, Sundowns has VAR ko PSL. Sundowns has VAR ko PSL. It's meant to be a goal, though. It's meant to be a goal. Whoa, 2-2. 2-2. Hey, Butari, that was VAR. That was VAR. Or not VAR. Let's call it in-person assistant referee. Ipar. 2-2, guys. It's 2-2. If Solos can hold on, then keep up, man. Feel like Mbule is a national asset. Rulani must use him or let him go. We can't be struggling. Sundowns dropping a 2-0 lead. Just go forward, guys. It's simple, guys. It's simple. Just go for, like, just go for. Did I not say, leave Mhango up there? Just leave him up there. Let him harass the defense. That's all you need to do. Harass the defense, try get fouls, try get these things. But if you're sitting back, people are afraid of. Hey, lunga, kancane, lunga, kancane. Now they want to abuse the ref. But are you saying there's VAR? Look, all I know is that something was called. Something was called, and they had deliberations, and it was speaking to somebody else, probably the fourth official. That's why it's not a va ke par in person VAR. But I mean, they can do that if they want to. But the goal Tulamsindo Bara Napoleon Abuti Maralunga is messing with his chances. He's not gonna. If he keeps doing this, AB is gonna make it back. AB is gonna make it back into the team, and AB is gonna play with Grant for the rest of the season. I just saw the deliberations. That's all I'm saying, Malume Kuts. I just saw deliberations. So they had the deliberations and they carried on. Yes, I did. No, Tiz, I know. That's why I'm saying it's not back. Hey, Marakai, nilangwazi kujoka man. Angwazi kujoka. Lunga had no control over the ball, hence the offside. Lunga should have just left that ball, let that ball go, to be honest with you. That's what he should have done. But I mean, when you're defending, you don't have the luxury of that. No, it's not an offside. No. That's why I threw to Malume Kutsa first chuck so that I could see what the referees are saying. A referee, a distinguished referee himself, what he's saying. Was he? He looked off at point of contact. But it's a clear goal. PK says complacency. But like I said, Sundowns has champagne problems. This draw is not going to break the unbeaten run. It might cause some questions to be asked, but it's not going to be like a, make it or break it season thing. Yeah, he was offside. You must see this. Hey, Pella, these days, if you say that it's a goal or not a goal, people chew you outside, chew you off. No, I'm gonna add him. Don't worry, I'm gonna add him. Skawar. We're gonna have our normal post-match thing. To be honest with you, I was waiting to see when the linesman put up the flag. You know how sometimes they play the ball and there's already a whistle because it's in motion. I think the linesman did well to wait for the contact, if we're being 100% honest. But to then call it the offside and offside after that, that's weird. Hey guys, I don't know which replays we were watching. Did he have the flag? He didn't have the flag up. Did he? Hi guys. But anyway, good decision. Sundowns trying to kitchen sink them now. The flag wasn't up. Thank you, Tao. The flag wasn't up. They only took it up after. Guys, Malume Kutso's a ref, guys. Seriously. No, Cyril, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in a situation like that, I would have expected if the linesman had seen the offside as the ball was being played and put his flag up. I get why he'd keep it as offside. But he kind of watched the game and he saw Lunga make contact with the ball and he kept it as offside. He kept it as the offside. So it's neither here nor there. I just wanted to see. Oh, Sundowns throwing the kitchen sink and trying to get something from this game. Oh, what do you mean, Malume Kuto? I love these things. It makes it fun. These refs are too careful against Downs because they don't want to be part of the scandal. Says KP. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Cyril. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Lebza, thank you for the rose. And Dugzabo, thank you for the rosa. And then King, what do they call this one? Friendship necklace, thank you. Oh, wow. Galiwa. Every after game. Butlari, thank you so much for the roses. At 95 minutes, like, surely we are grown enough to not. Okay. Now it's just all of a sudden the game is no longer boring. For me, when the second half started, it wasn't boring. Just remind me of Real Madrid goal. Then Rev said no goal. I want to see. Let's see if Sundowns can score here and just 3-2 this thing and end all speculation and any doubt and go to Tunisia with smiles on their faces. Who is taking the free kick? That would have been an insane ending. That ending would have been amazing. Oh, straight on the nose. I think this game has mentally prepared me for a loss or draw against Esperance. Took that to the face. No kidding. What a chef. Amatax and Swallows prove Sundowns is playing in patches. I don't even buy in Sundowns play. I mind that these teams really still think that you can't play Sundowns positively. Not pound for pound, not stupid. Positively. You guys are telling me now, after these games, that Swallows had any reason to sit back in the first half. I'm sorry. It's just me. I'm sorry. What happened with the log? The log is still Sundowns #1. Abu Sirino should have played this game since 0-1-5. Riley is going to drop the ball against Espra. Yo. Because of favoritism. Yo. Guys, it's not the end of the world. It's a draw versus Swallows in a league that you guys have pretty much wrapped up. Can't be such a risk. Let me see. I'm going to open a bit early. Oh. Nkaliswa iricha Moroka Swallows. Hi guys.
Two weapons.
Malome Kuzo.
Two weapons. Moroka Swallows. Abafana bokutshintsha the entire team. Bahire a new team. Babuya nge-2-2 draw.
Bathi mfundi mvundla. Basha mfundi mvundla guy one.
I've ever seen in my life. They come back. Truth came there, Mr. OT. Then you give up with you. Basindile ukuthi solo sayifikanga lapha eloftas.
Hey Mara. Malome Kuzo, it's two things I want from you. It's two things I want from you. I want you to clear up this goal, the second goal, Swallows, and then I need your thoughts about the game.
All right. I doubt it. I will clear it up. Because I understand the thoughts of the linesman and I understand the thoughts of the ref as well. Because I feel like they both had different views, which is why they consulted the fourth official.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. So, Uref is under the impression of which the defender played the ball deliberately, right? Which, I mean, if you're in offside position, it's not an offense. However, if you receive the ball from an opponent, then it cannot be considered offside.
Yeah.
One might adjudge Ulu control. It's important, fella. It's not about receiving the ball from a save or something. You have control as a defender. The ball must be in your control. And the control involves distance. It involves which did the ball move around? Was it clear? Was there any sudden movement of the ball? You understand? However, if I'm arguing, and also for Orem, we see Olunga trying to pass the ball with his hand. He tries to lay to his teammate, Gamnan, and keep it through ball. However, in defense of the linesman, the rules also say a ball in the air is much more difficult to play. These are the rules. I'm not saying anything. And I've been in a conference where one of the conveners said, you know what? If it's in the air, avoid trouble, it's offside.
Okay.
If it's in the air. You can interpret it and apply interpretation and say, I'm going to pass, he had it under control. So I understand where both of them are coming from. I understand. And another thing is that Papa was very close to the play when that ball. So he was definitely interfering with the movement.
Okay.
However, still Uluna was supposed to try and play that pass, so he had it under control. So that's why I doubt I'll be able to clear it out. I understand both perspectives of the linesman and the man in the middle, Chidi Chavan. Any decision there, I would have supported. Okay, offside. Okay, net.
Okay.
From my side. Omar was also an esteemed ref. He can come in and explain if it's available.
Okay, tell me about the game. Tell me about the game.
When it comes to games, it's unbelievable. Which in Joe Bushala apply prayer. Let's come out to hell. I don't think so. And look what happened, Mr. 2-2. So impressive for Carlos. Just disappointed that they chose not to travel for it. Maybe they could have gotten something as well, just to put them down.
Okay, no.
But thank you.
Let me bring it to me. Two questions. Was it a goal for you? And then what did you think of the game? Remember, guys, we're not going to analyze it fully. We're analyzing tomorrow. Today, I just want to get your thoughts.
Okay, sure. I've got a little bit of an echo here. Ne?
No stress. It seems to be an issue on multi-guest only. We can hear you perfectly.
Okay, sweet. So the first thing I saw as when the guy passed the ball to the opponent, to Mango, it was a clear offside because the guy is standing in an offside position. You understand? So for me, for the ref to go back on his decision and stuff like that, I just don't understand.
Mm.
It was a clear offside, and that was it. I've seen many situations where when the opposing player is passing to his player and the referee raises the flag, it becomes an offside, no matter whether the opposing team touched the ball or not.
Mm. Mm.
So why is it different this time?
Mm.
Do you understand? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents on the issue. It was an offside. That's it.
Mm. Mm. Okay. And then the game.
Well, to be honest with you, nah, I have a couple of points that I need to actually make. First of all, the reason why people are saying we are playing boring football is because of the system. The system works for us. That's why we're in the semi-final of the CAF. That's why we're number 1 on the log, undefeated, by the way. And that's why we are in the semi-finals of the Nedbank Cup. It's because we're using a system that is working. Not everybody's happy with it because we are winning, and we know who is not happy with it. We know very well. Do you understand?
Okay.
And another thing that I also want to emphasize on is that the fact that our coach right now, it's not looking good because now it looks like he's favoring other players over other players. I mean, how many times have we given Thembinkosi Lodge an opportunity to actually do more than what we know him to do? But he's been yielding no results. You understand? So we need to take a seat back and actually look at the squad and say, okay, this player is not working. It remove side thing, and then from there, we know these people are trying to actually give us results. I mean, it's not working. Lodge.
For time's sake,
So,
I'm just gonna need you to. Yeah.
And for the last point that I also wanted to make,
Very quickly.
okay, sweet. It's that some of the supporters are saying that Sundowns is ruining South African football by buying players. But if they look at our schedule now, do they still think the same, or is it because we are buying players that they want? Or I mean, look at where we are now. I mean, our players are fatigued and stuff like that. We really, really need players who can actually change the game. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. Guys, before I go to agent, I wanted to point to something I had mentioned during the week last week. Did you guys see the advert for Chasing the Sun? That's what I mean about even during PSL matches, they have placed those things to show you how serious they are about the Springboks. But it's another chat. Agent, 2 questions.
If I speak about color on that topic, I'll be in trouble. So I'm gonna reserve a comment on that one.
Now I don't want to say too much because people are telling me a lot in my comments. But anyway, agent, 2 questions. 1, was it a goal? 2, how was the game for you?
Let me just say, Sundowns is being supported by petulant children, man. Or people who are acting like petulant children. Spoiled people, Sometimes I just don't get that these people understand we played 120 minutes on a Friday. It's Monday we're playing. Again, we have to fly out and we have a game on Friday, I think. Like, we didn't lose. Yes, it's 2 points. It's 2 2 points dropped, 2 goals dropped, sure. But for it to be such a frenzy, I just don't get it. You know, it's fine if it's opposition fans, they can run naked to the market square for all I care. But Sundowns fans, they should understand what the period we're in right now. You know, and that's why sometimes even at the stadium, when the team is suffering, they suffer also. You know, so sometimes I wonder if maybe most fans started supporting us when Pitso came, because we had the 7 years of drought.
Many after Pitso.
So I don't know if they understood that point. But anyways, it's fine. It's okay. On the ball, it's a difficult one. If it's given, I understand. If not given, I understand. Being in an offside position is not a punishable offense. Being involved in the game is when it's punishable. So the argument is at the point that which Ulunga has that ball, was Umhango actively involved in the play of football? You know, because we agree that when the ball was played is offside, but the question is, did he attempt to play the ball or he did not? Because definitely he was in control of the ball when he headed it down.
Okay.
It was going to be offside if he had attempted to go there and impeded him. So what is confusing is he made a run towards the guy and he stepped back. It's equivalent to someone who is in an offside position, sees the ball coming, attempts it, then sees my player's coming behind and leaves it. The question is it offside in that instance? Because he did try to go to the ball, but he stopped midway.
Okay.
You know, so I think that's my opinion. So I'm like, for me, I feel like it's a goal. And then on the game, I think it's good that we are flashing these mistakes in this kind of games that rubbers. So that's why I don't feel any pain. I don't feel anything. I'm fine.
Yeah.
If this was CAF, then yeah, but since it's PSL, it's okay. And again, this is why you need to rotate players. We get to Tebo, who is injured now. So why play Sereno in this game and he can get injured when he can play him on Saturday? I've just been corrected, it's not Friday, Saturday. You know? So now for this particular game, I don't mind Olosh being played in this kind of games. I mind him being played in CAF, you know?
Yeah.
Because we will need his X factor maybe at some point. Imagine he's not playing, he's not getting used to the team, and we want him to rescue us in CAF. It's impossible. You know, so let's just be for rulani. Yes, the boys dropped a stinger. Yes, we should have won this game. Yes, you guys should be upset, but the heavens are not falling, guys. Let's be mature about this also.
Okay. Yeah. No, Agent, thank you so much for joining me. Let me go to Kumo. Kumo, 2 questions. Was it a goal? And then also, what did you think of this game?
Yippee! Another day, another draw.
That yippee wasn't convincing.
No. Concentration. Sometimes we lack concentration, and it's not like. Can you hear me? I feel like.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. There was a cutting a little bit, but I can hear you still.
Yeah, concentration spells, we lack them. It's not like Swallows were creating open chances. I mean, like the first goal by Moroka was good to them and divine. So when someone will come here and say, hey, imagine if Swallows came to last at that time, they could have scored something against us. Imagine that. And they forgot for one, they can't even beat Cape Champions League. But anyway, because today we aren't discussing analysis of the game, I just wanna find out, how the player from Swallows Mamelodi. Man, I do love a good comeback story. Because the boy was on I think he was also the youngest boy debut for Orlando Pirates in the league, ne? And everything went downhill from there. Moroka, he played for La Masia, even Pretoria Kanye. He actually be back amongst years old playing for Swallows and to score. I'm glad he did. And honestly, I was actually hoping that he might score, but not for a draw or even lost for Sundowns. But yeah, man. What can I say? Everything that we're gonna talk about, we said it for the last 3 weeks. So I hope these things doesn't happen in CAF. We actually, but there were some positives. In terms of Peter, looking like he wants to score, his confidence is back. He was quite eventful. I thought he deserved to get a goal today. But yeah, man, I deserve my. Can't they, guys? You know what? Man? I understand that we have a huge squad, but I understand that Rulani doesn't believe in rotation. But just because it's got a good quality players, that doesn't mean that you can just slot them in and they will perform miracles. We need to have chemistry. They need to have game time. Because playing in practice is not the same as multiple players. So yeah, man, we can't be expected to win every game all the time. Pascal Ahly, they even don't games in future. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, guys.
I actually lost tonight. Let me go to Kolani. Welcome to the show, my brother.
Hello, how's it?
I'm right, Kolani. Two questions for you. Was it a goal, and what did you think of the game?
Yeah, for me, Mr. Oti, it could go. It could have gone either way, Mr. Oti. But I'm not watching Mr. Oti. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, no one cares.
Who cares?
Mr. Oti. Yeah, and for a game, I think we lost 3 points. We dropped 3 points, and our players are complacent lately. And I would like also to blame technical teammates on our first goal, because Mr. Oti, and I've been complaining about the highness whenever we're defending a set piece. Second goal, and also blame Ulunga, even if Umhang was offside. Play it safe, Mr. Oti. And not and eliminates our chances of making a mistake, Mr. Oti. Yeah, that's my take about it. Mr. Oti, because
okay. Yeah, good.
But all in all, all in all, well done to emergency. Winning those. But Mr. Oti, we are concerned. They are concerned about teammates. I understand we're playing a lot of games in short space of time, but my correction is millions here, Mr. Oti.
Okay, no, Kolani, we'll see it probably tomorrow. Let me bring in Butlari. Butlari, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Butlari, 2 questions. Was it a goal? And what did you think of the game?
For me, I think it was a goal, and I thought when I looked at the replay, I thought before the ball was kicked, Mango was a bit onside. But either way, even if he was not, to me it looked like a goal. But I'm not going to talk about the referees. South African referees, even if they make a right decision, we'll bash them because we know them as
They've got a history.
Mistake. But when it comes to the game, look, I'm not going to analyze the game thoroughly, but what I will say is I'm so frustrated by Sundowns fans. It's getting so frustrating that every beat of the thing that is happening, they are complaining. It's like they are bringing this bad energy towards the players instead of supporting the players. What more do you want? This team has won the league. And no matter how the going is, no matter how tough the going is, they are winning. Even when they have their worst game, they find a way to win. They tried their best to win. I feel so bad that if now Sundowns on next week or this week they go to experience, they lose 1-0. I feel like Sundowns fans, instead of coming to South Africa, fill up the stadium and support them until the end, will go there and be moody and start complaining for nothing. Honestly, it's so frustrating. I feel like Sundowns fans needs to start being supportive to the team. What more do you want from the players? People are now saying, yeah, we're not going to take the league next year. Come on, guys. We all know Sundowns start very well because they know towards the end they won't have the legs because of the amount of games they are playing. So for me, I'm not a Sundowns fan, but as a South African, I still Sundowns fan can go with this team to the semi-final and push them. Hey guys, the going will get tough, but be there for it. You can't call always. Didn't lose, guys. A mistake happened by the defender. You complaining. You bashing Rulani. He's trying to rotate the team. You're complaining. He does not rotate the team. Yeah, he does not rotate the team. So we'll go to the CAF semi-finals with tired players. Fans don't know what they want. We need to be realistic. But otherwise, I'm so disappointed. That's all I can say.
No, thank you for that. Let me go to Untuli. Untuli, 2 questions. Was it a goal? And what are your thoughts about the game?
Okay, as I spoke about it first half, Mr. Oti, about the complacency,
Yeah.
because the Sundowns should have seen that game, especially the chance Moren would have finished the game. But yeah, this one is a goal, Mr. Oti. Remember, the rule says, as much as Umhango is offside, if the ball deflected Kulunga, it was going to be off. But since he was deliberately trying to pass to his Lokunjani's play, I think it was Umval on the side. So since it's a deliberate sort of pass towards it's either Ukipa or Umvala, then it's offside. It's not offside. So it's a clean goal. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes they just lost it in jail. They should have won this game. Yeah.
Okay. No, Tuli, thank you so much. Sizakhuluma kusasa ezinye sizozibona kusasa. Mtakababa Velile, welcome to the show. How are you?
Bafo kunjani?
Mina ngimnandi Velile, angina stress, ngizihlalele, angina game, angina next kumnandi.
Yabona sokhulume sokhuluphele le iparty ziyacobezela.
Velile na indaba. Was there a goal? And then it came we won njani?
I think it's high time abakhulu babe ne-best ukubeka umuzwa la kubuya kabi iGolondo ngatheni. Hayi baqhubeka kahle abocoach. Rulani mntakababa akugold la. Ngayiphumula umbuzo wakho ngabe ngiwubuza kulolu mbuzo ukuthi let's put Umhango in the same position. The player that attempted to pass Umhango shoot straight to Rowan Williams. And then when saved the ball, but headed towards Umhango, what would it be?
It should be offside. No, it wouldn't be offside.
It would be offside. If the goalkeeper can play the ball back to Umhango, put Umhango in the same offside position. And then that player kicks the ball towards the goal. And then Unwen saves it, but turn it back to the play. It will be that offside. Because the time it ball was kicked as the first player, he was already in an offside position. And I cannot blame on that. And they said he was in control. Ulhedile towards the direction Umhango. And Umhango was approaching him. But they said that in his stop. Which already are interfering. Already so was coming towards the direction. But yeah, I mean, I think it was not a goal in my own opinion.
Okay. And then the game?
Umdlalo noma Angazi ezibazosithuka lapha angazi sithini. Sikhuluma ngegame bese bona bavele bathi sikhuluma ngami. So and bakhuluma ngegame.
That's why ngithulela. Akusafuni ukuzingena le ndawo. Akusafuni ukwenza next.
Yeah, no, we'll have different opinion on this thing, but at the end of the day, if sometimes I'm not the more they're playing too much game, you feel the line is bound by to rotate our players. And we know if you want to rotate our players, even if you can change as long as the other players that we have introduced are not that that we regard them as a first, they will struggle a bit, and
Yeah.
they won't be the same. Even though we can say the Eastern Downs is the quality player, but at the same time they need to adapt to each other so that they also get used to playing among themselves. And then the way will be fine. But as long as you're gonna change certain players, you always be affected. And you look at the days that they don't even rest. They play on Friday, they're playing today, and then Friday they play another 30 minutes. So today on Friday again. So sometimes as well. End of week, it's sad because this is the time whereby if my team they're chasing back number 2, 3, 4, 5, they get super Stellenbosch, if
Yeah.
but they were consistent like this is where the league would have been testing, but this is where Sundowns also be tested. But they got because they will need the players and the first team to also get the players to the But now they do that while they relax because they know they've already accumulated enough points in order for the league. So therefore, even they've got room to do that.
Hey, all I know is that it's Sundowns sometimes, but it's fine. Melina, thank you so much. I'm going to bring in Kasim to the
Okay, usuka mosho ufaka ama-rival walikuqala abalekile ukuthi sakubona ama-rival.
Hayi, ngifuna ukunizwa nonke ukuthi nithini. Ngifuna ukunizwa. It's a fair opportunity show. Let me go to Kasim. Thank you. Kasim, welcome to the show. How are you?
How are you, my artist?
Now I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm okay. Tell me, Kasim, two things. Was it a goal? And then what did you think of this game?
That is a very... but just wonder why you happy. Anyway, okay, leave that. For me, I know it could be offside.
Okay.
The question to ask here is an offside player because was no of the is in control of the ball. He was in control of the ball. Clear it, and then unfortunately there was. And even he had to collect the ball first. That doesn't put him onside. He's still an offside play. That was supposed to be. And talking about race, it wasn't too bad for a team like and the performance that Sundowns was supposed to. Let's come back even not counting for is a little
okay.
But they were not supposed to at least it was or 2 minutes and I could have accepted.
Hey, the connection is bad on your side, Kasim. I think it's taking. Kasim, thank you so much. I'm gonna actually just take you off for time's sake. It seems like, man, there's a little bit of an issue there. Let me go to Mulonto. How are you?
I'm good, and how are you, my brother?
Hi, I'm a fan of football today. Tell me two things. Was it a goal? And secondly, how did you see the game?
Regarding the goal, I don't think it was a goal. Because if you watch Premier League games, There have been a lot of incidences like this, and all those goals were without offside. Hasn't been Mahango gained an advantage from an offside position, and Dunga didn't have control of the ball. So that's why I'm saying it's an offside. That's my reasoning. But then we all have different opinions on it. Yeah. So
And on
regarding
the
the
game?
game in general, I think Coach Rulani needs to work on their set pieces defensively. Because now it's like the third goal needs to concede from a free kick in similar incidents. And then regarding the draw, I think I'll take the draw as a Sundowns game because the guys played on Friday, 120 minutes. It's a lot for them. And then to come and play like on Monday for like 2 days rest, it's not enough. And then there's a lot of things, a lot of lessons to experience game on Saturday. This includes the set piece work because you know all those guys, they're strong at set pieces. They are tall guys, and then so they need to work on their set pieces to manage the game on Saturday.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
We'll break it down properly tomorrow, Mlando. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me bring in Umto. Welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mr. Oti?
I'm good. Tell me, Mto, 2 questions. Was it a goal? And then secondly, what are your thoughts of the game?
No, it definitely was a goal. I think Ulunga made a mistake though.
Yeah.
He should have just let the ball go and then clear offside. So the moment he tried to head the ball and direct the ball, it was not even like a carrying head or anything. I didn't understand why, because he knew Ulo was behind him. Yeah, so he had one of his worst games. So he cost me Sundowns the 2 points. So for me, there was a goal because of the rules.
Okay.
So in terms of that, I agree with the decision of the ref. Yeah. And then in terms of the game, I thought Sundowns was different. So it shows how much influence the ball has. So they couldn't really play. So for me, you know what, we say Sundowns has it best, but both Bull and all the other guys didn't come through. They were supposed to take over and maintain the structure and all of that, but when the key players were removed, you just didn't see what was happening on the team. For me, there is an opportunity against a Sundowns that is like that. But yeah, we'll discuss it further tomorrow.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm sorry about the sound issues. I see that it's starting to even creep onto the actual main sound. Let me go to Sinje and then Mdweshi, then we can close it up. Apologies, Maronza. Sinje.
Mr. OT.
How are you, my brother, with the burner?
Hey, I saw Rowan Williams practicing penalties for the final. Sambona. Hey, we saw Rowan Williams practicing penalties. Hi, and what's again?
Is there any draws? Mara, there's no extra time. 2 questions. What did you think of the goal? Was it a goal? And then what are your thoughts of the game?
Aye, clear goal. Discussing anything. It's a clear goal. We will discuss it properly tomorrow. But all I wanted to say is that Africa is watching. Yeah, they are watching. They are watching them failing to deal with set pieces. They are watching them benefiting is not going to work. Brown envelopes are not going to work.
Mara.
Our referees are being asked by USAFA to submit bank statements now.
Mara CJ.
Our Kesedi.
You see you, I'm gonna stop you, Moroka. When
Mr. OT, mark my words. They are not going to win the Nedbank Cup. They are not going to win the CAF. Mark my. They are only going to win the MTN. They're only going to win. They're just going to win the league card these ones. And that's 73 million. That is the only thing that is going to boost their quarterly returns to be equal this year. Otherwise, Rulani is going out.
hey, CJ, I'm letting you go. When I come here for fire, let me bring him to a say, Mara CJ. Hi, CJ. Mtosh, welcome to the show. How are you? Just chaos, violence. You can just unmute them, Tosh.
Oh, sure, bro.
Hey, we clicked at the same time. Just try again, Tosh. There we go. There we go. How are you doing?
Oh, yes, stay sharp. I'm Nandi Putiwana.
Mina ngimnandi team yamayidlalanga angina stress angina next ngibukela abanye. Tell me Tosh, two questions. Was it a goal and we won njani ke?
I goal, I think Peki goal, because Luya Kulunga to Umango, so definitely goal.
Okay. Game yona.
When coming to the game, ngibona iSundowns ikhathele ukuthi my sesiyabona. There's too many games, too many mistakes, and the goal is conceded. It's the same goal as conceded Friday. So angazi technical team bayenzani lapho. Then ama-subs wethu ngibona ukuphuma kwaka-Alende in the middle of the park. Besingasacontrol igame.
Yeah.
Umbule lost too many balls. Yeah, besingadlali our normal football today.
I too see that day.
I too see yona because the teams are not taking advantage at the moment. Tina nanoma singakuheri, but into engiyibonile we're not losing games. So into engithusayo kule form esikiyo. Like sizo struggle against abo Pirates and Esperance, but other than that, singaba sharp.
Okay, all right. No, Dash, thank you so much. Guys, remember the normal show. Remember the normal show is on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. That's where we discuss these things more in full. So we're going to be reviewing the weekend tomorrow since there was a match today. And then for the rest of the week, we're going to be discussing the topics that we discuss as normal, as you guys know and love. Please do me the favor. Please do me the favor of following those who are on all of the platforms. But then also, I ask you to please head on over to Instagram specifically. And please follow that account too. The links are in my profile, but if you're looking for it, it's the Overthinking Football Show. All one word, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook too. It's only here where it's Overthinking Football. Guys, please also join. We have a WhatsApp group where we discuss these things in full. Again, that's on YouTube. Click on subscribe, click on join. That's where there's even no time restraints. We send things, we do all of that stuff. Fridays becomes the members show where you can listen to them, but we go backwards and forwards for 24/7 on a lot of different things to do with the football. So please go ahead and join that WhatsApp group. Go onto YouTube, click on subscribe, click on join, and you'll be able to jump in. Thank you to those who commented. Thank you to Butlari, Veli Lebza, and Tugzabo. Thank you so much for the gifts on that side. Thank you to those that watched. Thank you to the panel members that jumped in. And of course, the game ends 2-2. Sundowns still unbeaten, but maybe some cracks starting to show. They are now number one, still number one. 21 games played, 16 games won, 5 games drawn, and 0 games lost. for a grand total of 53 points. They are 13 points ahead of number 2, and it looks like the league has been wrapped up. They, of course, will be getting on a plane tomorrow to go to Tunisia because they've got a game on Saturday. Then they'll be back again on Tuesday playing. So a very, very, very full schedule for Mamelodi Sundowns through that, guys. This has been the Overthinking Football Show Watch Along. I am your host, George Mokwena. It's been amazing. Remember, go like, go comment, go subscribe, go watch the videos, go do everything you can to support this here platform. We're trying to grow and really change some of how football is consumed and take it away from analysts and former players and most super sport and all of those guys. But I do need your help in order to do that. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you, Ositami.